exciting, wonderful, educational, and powerful are just a few words that explain West African dance. Ani Sokama. I am Helena Chern Diallo.
And Yaya Diallo.
Come with us as we explore this wonderful world of West African dance. Now, African dance is no different than any other dances in the continent of Africa. Is that not so, Mr. Diallo?
Yes.
Could you explain that to us in your language?
Yeah. Anka don kabo don siya bekacha. Me antani we don susuvado ani ton manka.
Now, that sounded very foreign to you, didn't it? Because you don't speak that language. But that is what African dance is all about. When you explore other cultures, you may not speak the language, but the music and the movement, when explained to you in the proper way as we're going to do today, you will begin to dress the notes upon your body. As we demonstrate the movements and the function and the form of West African dance and how it is used among the Senufu, the Mandi, and the Mianka, you will begin to understand a little bit more. Now, we're going to begin by sharing with you the basic 5 elements of West African dance. First, you must know that every dance has its instruments. That means you don't dance the dances of the djembe with a balafon. They have their special movements. 2, the dancer is a drummer also, meaning that she must play every note in her body when the drums are being played. And you will see Mr. Diallo do that today. Now, 3rd, you must understand that African dance is a reflection of one's profession as well as an event. And 4th, you must know that we're only dealing with one set of movements from the djembe drum family. We're not going to be doing dances from the balafon or the bafoko or any of the other instruments. And the 5th concept that we will be working with today is that the drummers follow the dancers, not in reverse. They must be able to see the dancer's movements and how she is going across the floor, he or she, and mark those movements with the drum. West African dance is not a spectator sport. Everyone becomes a part of it. It is defining, it is unifying, and it is a celebration. And you today have the opportunity to come with us as we visit the Mianka people, the Sinu, and the Mandi people of West Africa. We say to you, Iniche, Iniche, come. West African dance is yours today. As we begin our warm-up and loosening up our bodies, we start with a march out. And in African dance, you want to make sure that you're smiling and having fun, because that's what it's all about. As we warm up each part of the body, we're going to start with the arms going up in the air. Notice we're moving the arms and the feet at the same time, but the arms are going to change direction to the side. Remember to breathe in through your nose and blow it out through your mouth. We're going to take the legs and march them out, open, hold the arms out. Just loosening up the body. Lean it forward. Take the arms down in front and reach. Good job. Bring the legs in. Arms down to the side like you're marching. Bring the feet together and go to a bend. Here. Use the arms up and down. We're going to lunge to the right side, then to the left. Alternating right and left. Ready? And the feet in. Go to a squatting position, extend the right leg out. We have head up, bring it in and switch. Left leg in and switch. Right leg in and switch. Stay in the squatting position and pull it up. Good, march it out. Warming up the body, bringing the feet up off the floor. You're gonna do 2 on the right and then 2 on the left. Watch, please. There you go, and fill it in. Good job. We're going to take the leg straight to the back, 2 on each side. Now, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Breathe in through the nose, blow it out through the mouth. Good. Coming back to center and bend. Getting the body loosened. Open the legs up wide. Step it out. Use the shoulder. Working the back some. In West African dance, you must learn to play all the notes of your body. From the toes to the head, fingertips, and in between. Stopping in the middle, coming to a march. March it out. Yeah, use those arms. Knees up high. And remember to smile. It down. What I'd like for you to do is to back up in a straight line right here and right there. Come right here, please. Good. Because when you do African dance, you must work as a team to be able to do the movements together. All we're going to do is take the right foot out and left. That's all I want you to do. Good. We're still warming up the body, but we're doing it as a group. When the legs go out, the feet will go out. Arms here. But they're bent. I just want you to walk forward like that. Keep the knees slightly bent. Yeah, let's move it back. Now what I want you to do is to lean forward. Do that same motion. Moving forward. Working those shoulder blades in the back. Elbows high. Move it back. Good. Raise up. We're still warming up. I'd like for you to turn, face the drummers. Keep your arms up. Now this time we're going to move forward, but we're going to bring the knee up in the march position. I want you to watch right here. I want you to notice the double time of the feet, and the arms are on a different count. Move it forward. Good job. Move it back. It doesn't matter. This is what this class is about. When you're doing African dance, no one is perfect. It's a communal dance in the village. Do you think everyone does the steps the same way? Face the front. Come back to your places. Every dancer's body is different. And so they must learn to dress the movements upon their own body. That also determines their speed and their flexibility based on their body makeup. So we're not asking that everyone just be robots of the instructor, but yet and still internalize the music and allow it to flow through you with the steps. Shoulders back. We're doing the same step, but we dress it upon our bodies a little different. With the warm-up, we've loosened up all the joints in the body. It is now time to do actual movements and to show how the music is reflected on the dancer's body. We're going to move back. That the music dies down. And what we're going to do is share with you the basic 3 sounds on the djembe drum and how your body should respond to these 3 different sounds. The bass, the tone, and the slap. Your body should react differently to these 3 different sounds. We're going to ask that Mr. Yaya Diallo come forward and share with us about these 3 sounds.
Okay, the bass is a big movement, like a curve, with a path, and that you have to be, so you don't know where you can do path. You take it, back, you don't go again with this. Now, we need the tones. The problem with African dance is this part. You have to do this. You don't do a 3. That's why the tone come. Be comfortable with that. The slap is open movement, short, back, up. You can do it with your arm, up, down, or your shoulder, up, or here, up, and back. That is really the 3 basic sounds. Now we have to come to the drum. I have to give you first sound. To be sure we speak the same thing. Same language. You see the bass here? And tones. And you understand how the 3 sound?
The bass, the tone, and the slap.
The slap.
Bass movements.
And the bass movement is the
curved open movements, with the feet solid. Curved open movements.
We go.
Okay?
Okay, together. like that. Okay, we call tongues now. Yeah, you got it. Next, with arms. Okay. Up. Straight line up. Straight line down. Straight line back. Straight line front. Okay, straight and up. You have to be careful. Don't follow your arm. When you do that your back hurts. And you said African dance is difficult. No, you have to do that. Okay? You don't follow. You go like this. No. If you do that, then you don't go running and going, okay? That is it. And now, we come with the shoulders. One by one. No. Stop. No. Stop. Yeah. Okay? You know that? Now we come to the hips. Back. Okay, that is the basic movement and the basic sound. But that's not enough. We come to the coordination. When I play two sounds, I want to see two movements, not three. Okay? I do bass first, you see, and yeah.
That's what's so fun about African dance, that you are allowed to be able to make the mistakes and enjoy the movement of the body.
One more. I have to give you one more. Again, back. Yeah. Okay, you do it. Don't worry about beauty. Okay? What you look like, don't worry about that. Follow the drum and do simple movement. Okay? Now. Okay? What you are doing, you try to come back. When you do it, you are wanting to do that right now. Don't try to come back. You do just the back. You do that right now. You do it.
So in cold.
Just right now. Okay, we have to sit down.
Good job. And organizing the bass, the tone, and the slap on your body, you must be able to isolate different parts of your body at the same time. So you want to coordinate it with the music. It is improper in doing African dance if the drummer is giving you bass sounds and you are doing slap movements. There's a marriage between the music and the movement. This is the connection where the dancer plays the notes of her body. The dancer becomes the visual notes of the music that you hear playing. And that's how you put it all together to create West African dance. We're dealing with the djembe family of drums. Every instrument has its own movements. Today we're dealing with djembe, junjun, and samba. These movements reflect those instruments. We would be doing different movements if we were playing balafon or other instruments. What we'd like to do at this time is to show about 4 different movements of West African dance. If we could have the warm-up rhythm, please. As you noticed at the beginning when we were warming up to rhythms, and we were just able to loosen up our body some. Okay? And with the bass sound that was being played on this drum, which is two drums playing together with a bell on it. Now, what we're going to do now is to do the rhythm that we want to dance the dance pieces to that we pull together. Okay? And so if you all can start that rhythm, please. And what I'm going to do is to ask you to watch me first. I'm going to show you a movement. We're going to do that movement in place. Then we're going to change direction with that movement. Okay? The first thing I want you to do is to get your body together right here. And smile right here. We're going to start very easy with the first step. It's not that difficult. That's one movement. Come back to here. Second movement. We're going to lean forward, giving a bounce. Arms are going to swing back behind you like so, and come to the front. When they go back, so is your leg. You're going to alternate right and left. The first one's going to go back here, pull it in, left, right, left, right, left. And because we isolate different parts of the body, we're going to have to add the head to it. Now, we're not going with the music. We're going slow for me to show you. Now, when we go with the music, we have right here. That's movement 2. Breathe in through the nose, blow it out through the mouth. Movement 3. You're going to take the right foot, step it forward, step it back, forward and back. But there's a bounce. It's just like the march you were doing. That's the feet. We're going to add the arms. That's movement 3. Movement 4. You're going to take the arms. They're going to go up, in the center, and out. Back in the center, and up. Center, out. In, up. Now, what's going to happen when you do this, the feet are keeping the basic movement here, and then the arms get added to them. This is where the coordination really comes in at. See that? I want you to watch this part right here, because you're not just taking your arms up and down. The chest has to do this. So you have. Movements. African dance and movement, showing the connection between the music and the movement. We're going to review the 4 steps that we have been shown, and then we're going to put them in a choreographed piece. Choreography means how you put the steps together. Now in Africa, you don't go to school to learn the dances. You dance in your mother's womb while she does the dances. It becomes genetically coded in you. Then you come out of your mother's womb and is placed on her back when she continues to do these dances. Then when you are walking, you come to the circle where the dances are being done. So you have begun to internalize the rhythm before you even enter the physical world. And the dances are hundreds of years old. So we're going to review 4 steps now and then begin to try to put them in a choreographed piece for us today. And we began with reviewing the first step, which was 2 over and arms up. Turn towards the drummers. Back towards the window. Towards the wall. And back to the front. That's the first step. Reviewing the second step, remember we bend over. Right here, place the arms in the front. Hand position is all a part of the movement. And edge back. Good job. Third step, take the right foot, front and back, front and back, front and back. Remember to smile. Good job. And stop. Fourth movement, working on that coordination. Arms go up and out. Center, up, center, out. Center. But we also use the torso part of the body when we're doing it. When the arms go up, the torso goes up. But remember, Mr. Diallo had told us 2 distinct sounds, 2 distinct movements. So we have to move the feet. Now, the feet are going double time of the arms. So you have here. Remember, we're going to use the chest and use the arms. Only. Now these movements are repeated in different directions and for long periods of time, so that a basic dance has the step that is repeated constantly in different directions. I'm going to ask that you 2 ladies stand on that side, you 2 ladies face them, and you stay centered. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to be your partner. We're going to come to each other, choreographing this piece on this step. Go towards each other. We stay back. Go back. Go back to your spot. Move forward. Take it back. Now, first step in the choreography, we're going to go to your partner on this step here. Go to your partner. Move it back. Move back to your space. That's okay, we're practicing. Move it up. Move it back. And stop. Again, I want you to know this is how you begin the choreography. The last step is this one with the arms going up and out. Okay? Now what we're going to do with that is that you're going to come and form a straight line and do that. One behind the other. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right there. And stop. Go back to your places. That's how you begin to see all the different directions and the patterns in which you can make with African dance. We're going to try this. First step, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right here, first step is right here. A very intricate way in perpetuating cultural ideas and beliefs. Choreography. Changing patterns and directions is what we do. I'd like for you to step over here. This is what we're doing. I'd like for you to be able to walk up just like we are. Because you notice the music has gone low. Movements go low and intermittent. Arms out. Shoulders. Good job. Step in here. Gets a chance to solo. It doesn't matter how beautiful you are, the size you are, or your age. Everyone gets a chance to come to the center to express themselves to the rhythm. This is part of the healing process and the communal balance that happens. They form a circle, and each person takes their turn in the center so that they will feel a part of the larger group. No one is there to show off. It is not a competition. It is merely a way to share that I am a part of this family, this community, this group, and I have my energy to share. So, unlike Western dance and being used for entertainment, African dance perpetuates healing and balance for the individual and the community. It is a way in which stories are told, morals are given through the dance, the visual notes of the music. Coming together, an African movement, as we rise here, brings a sense of balance and unity amongst the village. Now, as individuals, you see yourself belonging to a whole when you come together to dance. Celebration of unity. Celebration of I am, therefore we are. And I'm here because you are here. I'm here because you are here. In West African dance, that's what you will find. It's not to show off. It's not for competition. It is to share in the balancing of the community, the psychological of the individual, aspects of how they feel about themselves. There's nothing worse than feeling like you're an outsider, that you don't belong. But in West African dance, you feel a part of the whole. And that is the harmony and the balance that happens. You're not there just to learn choreography and to be a robot, repeating what the instructor tells you to do. You bring something to the circle, you take something away from the circle. As we put our hands out like so, amongst my friends that have come together and participate, doctoral students, graduate students, teachers at Jefferson County School System, at the Catholic parochial schools, these are my friends, and we can share this harmony in this celebration of African dance and movement as we rise up, breathing it in and blowing it out. Breathe it in and blow it out. As we stand, breathing it in and blowing it out. As we open back up, breathe it in and blow it out. I ask that you come and join in one straight line there, side by side, as we close out for the class. African dance is for everyone. African dance shares and celebrates a rich heritage, perpetuating cultural ideas and beliefs that are hundreds of years old, still being done today. West African dance is done from the youngest child to the eldest. And when you join in the celebration of learning and exploring West African dance, you yourself will find the healing powers of the movement and the music of West Africa.
And would you tell me a little bit of history
Of that game.
of that specific game?
In the game Johnny Brown, the symbolism of that little blanket and the blues from representing something where you dump your life, spread it out, and look at being honest or crooked. Let me see your cotton. It represents that slate on which you put the sum value of your works in this life, you know. Then it also represents the potential for a home and security that the young man presents to the girl of his choice. And the way he folds it up is very symbolic too. You know, the kids will always say, and watch how he does this. If he just flings it around, that's going to tell you something about him. And the way the girl receives it is real symbolic. If she just takes it offhand, you got to watch that girl. You got to watch and see if she's going to be a supportive partner, you know. The loping like a buzzard, being able to be silly, you know, and play and be free. But in a circle. The circle was really a part of the African tradition. It always indicated a unity and a gathering of forces and a controlling of forces. The buzzard lope, where the slaves would gather around the dead body that they had to go and look out in the field for, who died during the day, and the overseer just took and threw out in the field because nobody could stop and have a proper burial. They would beat the bushes at night with lanterns and find the body and bring it back. And they would surround it by a circle, and they would do this buzzard lope. And the meaning behind that was, we found the body before the buzzards got a chance to pick it. We're the buzzards. We're going to escort on our wings. We're going to escort the spirit of this person to its proper place with the ancestors. We're not going to let it just flounder out there and be hunting for a home for the rest of our lives, you know. The same with the lope like a buzzard. It's both having fun, but it's also pulling yourselves together as a community, hanging together. If y'all go downtown and hang out, remember where you come from. Don't embarrass your family. Y'all stick together. Have a good time. Stick together. Stay in that circle. And then show off your emotions. Show the girl what you're going to do. Don't, you know, show her what kind of house you're going to build, what kind of job you're going to provide, what kind of condiments for the family. And the girl has to imitate that, or the partner that's picked has to imitate that. And that just shows, you know, if my husband acts silly, I can't say, oh, you're silly, and sit on down because he's acting. I don't go on and act silly with him just for a little bit. It ain't going to kill me.
Yeah, I'm going to play with it too.
I'm going to play with it
show that I've got that side.
All right, you ready, boys? Go get your blankets. Come back to the center of the circle. All right. That's the one, that's the one, that's the one. Little Johnny Brown, lay your blanket down. Little Johnny Brown, lay your blanket down. Now you fold one corner, Johnny Brown. Now you fold another corner, Johnny Brown. Now you fold another corner, Johnny Brown. Fold another corner, Johnny Brown. Now you go pick your partner, Johnny. Go pick your partner. Anybody you want, baby. Go pick your partner, Johnny Brown. Tell her that you love her. Tell her that you love her. Are you ready? Get in that circle. Make the center of the room yours. That's right. Get in the light, get in the light. You know that's right. Lope like a buzzard, Johnny Brown. Now you lope like a buzzard, Johnny Brown. Lope like a buzzard, Johnny Brown. Lope like that buzzard, Johnny Brown. Yeah, now you go. Now you show off your emotion, boys. Show off your emotion. Now do it, girls. Same thing your boy does. You gotta do it just like he did it. All right. Go join the circle, boys, Johnny Brown. Go join the circle, Johnny Brown. Go join the circle, Johnny Brown. Now you go join the circle, Johnny Brown. Girls, go down to the middle of the room now. Don't get all scrunched up here near me. Good. Come on, girls. Join in if you feel like it. Second string, come on down. All right, move the circle down over toward the middle there. Y'all a little bunched up over here. Are you ready? Are you ready? Go, go. Little Johnny Brown, lay your blanket down. Little Johnny Brown, get it, girl. Lay your blanket down. Now you for one corner, Johnny Brown. Now you for another corner, Johnny Brown. Fold another corner, Johnny Brown. Fold another corner, Johnny Brown. You go pick your partner. You go pick your partner. Go pick your partner. Go pick your partner. All right, look like a buzzard, y'all. I want you to look like a buzzard, y'all. Look like a pretty, pretty buzzard, y'all. And go around like a buzzard, y'all. All right, show off your motion. Bow, show off your motion, Johnny. Now, boys and girls, do the motion. Oh, do that motion. Get your motion. You better do the same motion. Your partner's doing that motion. Y'all got it going on motion. All right. Oh, first Johnny's go join the circle, Johnny Brown. Go join the circle, Johnny Brown. Go join the circle, Johnny Brown. Go join the circle, Johnny. Y'all ready? Little Johnny Brown, lay your blanket down. Little Johnny Brown, lay your blanket down. Now you for one corner, Johnny Brown. Fold another corner, Johnny Brown. Fold another corner, Johnny Brown. Now you fold another corner, Johnny Brown. Go pick your partner. Go pick your partner. Go pick your partner. Bring up your partner. All right, look like a buzzard. Look like a buzzard. Sing your Johnny Brown. Look like a buzzard, Johnny Brown. Look like a buzzard, Johnny Brown. Show off your motion, partners. Show off your motion. Now do the same thing Tammy he doing. That's right, girl. You got to do what Fred do. And do the motion, 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 do the motion now. Everybody go join the circle, Johnny Brown. Give yourselves a big hand. Johnny Brown, go join the circle, Johnny Brown. Go join the circle, Johnny Brown. Come on, sing, little Johnny Brown. Lay your blanket down. Little Johnny Brown, lay your blanket down. Yeah. Ah, that's the one. That's the one. Good job, y'all.
Little Johnny Brown is a game that's been passed down from generation to generation. Paula did some detective work to find out how Johnny Brown got spread around the United States and found its way to her. She traced the connection back to Miss Bessie Jones of the Georgia Sea Islands. You see, Bessie collected and taught the folk traditions of the islanders who were the descendants of slaves. Ms. Janie Hunter learned the game from Bessie. She taught it to Guy and Candy Carawan from Tennessee, who passed it on to Paula, and now Paula's passed it on to you. That's just how folklore works, you know?
You can see that this dance is extremely expressive. I'm supposed to be an Arabian princess, and this is much different than how we would walk down the street normally, okay? Okay, we have to really start to think and put ourselves inside this character. And you can see her energy is extremely smooth. You have a relaxation energy. And even though we have this relaxation energy, we have to do certain things like this movement here. And it is very difficult, but we have to make it look extremely easy and relaxed. Notice the use of the arms, the way they're very fluid. And also the flexibility. This is something that's characteristic of the Arabian princess. And it's all depending on the choreographer and what he wants his princess to look like. And most of the movement all took place in one spot. Those were a lot of long, non-locomotor movements. Now you can notice I'm moving into a different area of the stage. I still have the same energy level, but now I'm walking in an Arabian type of style and moving into a locomotor part of the dance. It's also very important that you realize your audience. You have to make sure that every movement you have has a purpose and that the audience realizes why you're stepping to the right versus the left. You have to tell a story with your whole entire body. And it's important that you believe what you're doing, or else the audience won't come with you and they won't believe unless you do. Now all the dancing I've done up until this point has been on the medium level. I've been standing. You can notice, again, the flexibility of the upper body and of the head and of the arms. But now I'm going to move into a higher level because I'm jumping. This movement I go up and I go all the way down into the low level. So you can see the way the choreographer can use the movement levels, the different pathways on the stage. I made a full circle and now I'm going back and forth in the front of the stage to make it interesting. The shape of this dance is very unique in that no other dance in the second act has these same movements. These are very characteristic of the Arabian. So in the beginning and end when we're all together, the Arabian looks different, just as the Chinese will look different, just as the Spanish will look different. And the most important part of this exit is to keep your character all the way off. As soon as you're done dancing, you can't just walk off normal.
One of the jazz arts. There is jazz. Jazz is this American art form that is encompasses both music and dance. In the category of dance, swing dance, jazz dancing, tap dance, they're all forms of jazz dancing. Tap is unique in that it's actually music and dance, because when you're tapping, you are playing a percussion instrument. So you're creating music, you're able to be a musician and a dancer at the same time. That's part of the beauty of it. Improvisation in jazz gives you a structure within which you make things up as you go along. It's like a basketball game where you have rules, but every game is played out differently.
Like jazz music, jazz and tap dancing often use improvisation as part of performance. A jazz musician breaks away from a set piece of music and starts making up his own music based on the piece.
We have certain rules that we follow, a certain structure, but we do it a little bit differently each time.
The dancer sets up the basic dance, then starts improvising, making up his own steps.
The rules give us a foundation, a structure, and something to hold on to, but then we're able to tell our story within the context of that framework.
Tap dancing also borrows the idea of syncopation from jazz music. Syncopation means giving an unexpected stress to a familiar rhythmic pattern, shifting around the emphasis.
Syncopation is a very exciting thing in jazz, and what's exciting about it is that it always gives us surprises. Instead of a constant, regular, rhythmic pattern, there's surprises that jump in all the time, whether it's musically or physically, and that's part of the spark that's in jazz music. I don't know, Raleigh, you play something that doesn't syncopate and then does syncopate. Those accents that are surprising us here and there. And the same thing happens in dance, right? A jazz dancer, whether they're wearing tap shoes or not, also uses syncopation. So I can use syncopation in my body, I can do something very regular with my body, or I can put surprises in there that syncopate it. I can do that in tap. something very even. And it's that syncopated surprise that gives it its excitement.
Here's how syncopation works in dance. The dancer sets up the basic steps, then changes the emphasis. A good tap dancer will learn all of the things that a jazz dancer learns, in addition to learning how to play his instrument. And the musical instrument of the tap dancer are his tap shoes and the floor.
You want to have a really good musical instrument. It's like with any other musical instrument, that's really what it is. And this is half of the instrument. The floor is the other half. The taps are metal. These are aluminum taps, and there are screws in them. These ones have one screw, but sometimes they'll have 3 or 4, and the screw holds that in place. So depending upon the kind of shoe you're wearing, the kind of floor you're dancing on, or even sometimes the particular dance or the other instruments you're working with, you might want a particular sound.
Tap dancers have a vocabulary of steps that make many different kinds of sounds. Steps like the tap, scuff, riff, dig, brush, shuffle, flap, paddle and roll, wings, pull back. The combination of sounds helps to convey what the dancer is trying to express, the ideas and human feeling contained in the dance.
It is like a vocabulary of words. You put those sounds together to create steps. You put the steps together to create phrases of movement and music, and then you put those phrases together to create a whole dance. So it's kind of like building words and sentences and paragraphs. And then you tell stories with your feet.